Hey, it's Cliff and my portfolio is now 1 month old. So what I want to do in this video is give you a update on where it's at and what I am still investing in. So let's just quickly get into this. So as you can see here, the portfolio is worth $869 as of today. I am holding a 5.75% yield for my dividends, and that comes out to an annual total of $50.04, but who's really counting the 4 cents? Now, as I mentioned from my last video, I started out with a solid base, and the base is 70% SCHD, and then I leaned more into a growth stock, which was VOO at 30%. Now, that is my base. That is the foundation that I went with. That's what I will keep investing in on the quarterly, but for the monthly, I went with a different option. I wanted to add a little bit more risk into my portfolio here, so I went with JEPQ. So if you guys don't know what JEPQ is, I will pull it up right here, is JP Morgan's NASDAQ Equity Premium Income ETF. Now, the good news of this one, it holds a almost 10% yield. It pays monthly, so that is always great. That's exactly what I was looking for as I started in January, and that's what I've been investing in all through the month of January. So I would have a check that came in from dividends on February. So basically what it is, it's a aggressive, mostly tech stock ETF. So just pulling down here, you can see it's #1 holding Apple. It has Microsoft, Nvidia, which unfortunately dipped a little bit, but I'm still okay with that because Nvidia's gonna come back. Obviously it's not the end of Nvidia with all of this Chinese AI issue going on. So Nvidia's in there at 6%. It has Amazon as we steer away a little bit from the tech stocks, as Google, which is back to our tech stocks, Meta, Broadcom, some Teslas in there, Netflix, and then they even throw some Costco in there. So it is more aggressive than my base, but still not really too concerning. And that could be because I'm a guy that invests in crypto, so volatility in the stock market doesn't really bother me at all. I'm not worried about volatility in the stock market. And as long as I'm still being paid dividends and we're not degrading the stock too much from its base price, I'm totally okay with it. But just looking at the exposure, 13% communication, consumer discretionary is another 13%, but kind of like what I was saying before, 40% is information technology, which can be volatile. I don't think that's any secret, but it also means it is riskier, so maybe the growth that comes from that will be even better. The main issue that people have with JEPQ, if you're looking at investing in this, is that it has no track record, really. We go to performances. Yeah, and performance here, you can see it only has a 1-year history. That will sketch a lot of people out to the point that they will not invest in this. And I don't really blame them, but again, this is my fun portfolio, so I'm not too worried about losing all this money. It's fine. And again, I'm a crypto guy, so this doesn't really worry me at all. If I started to see the stock actually degrade, I could pull out, put it back into the base stocks, which was my SCHD and my VOO, and hopefully have made a good profit from all the dividends at that point. But yeah, there is only a 1-year history that I can see here. There's no 3-year, there's no 10-year. Usually people want to at least see 3 years before they invest. But let's get back to the actual portfolio here and the good news that comes with that. By the way, this is Dividend Tracker if anyone wants to use it. I don't have a sponsored link or anything. I just have the free version. It seems to work pretty well for me. So if you're wondering what this tracker is, it is dividendtracker.com. So what they have here is they have a payout calculator. You can kind of see an overview here of everything that you're going to make throughout the year. But let's scroll down, and as we get into February, that puts me at a position that I am now making $3.18, which to me, that's not bad. I just started this portfolio January. So to see that I'm actually making $3, I'm cool with that. I think that's great. It's not even worth $1,000 yet in this portfolio, so I'm definitely cool with this. So when I look at this dividend payout, what I like to do is just check a box mentally. And what I mean by that is usually I would go into my budget and try to check something off. realistically, $3 isn't going to check anything off of my budget, but I still want a way to just justify it mentally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find something for $3.18 and just see what this portfolio can check off for me right now. So now we're going to see what I can afford for $3.18. I'm gonna go to the store and see what I can find. All right, I am back. What I got with my $3.18 is a large Publix soda. This thing's bigger than my head. I got the numbers here, and it came out to $2.29. There was 15 cents of sales tax, so it came to $2.44, which leaves me some money to spare. And you could say that's probably a good thing, because when it comes to dividends, those are taxable income, so maybe that replaces the difference. I think a lot of people are probably thinking that, oh, this is just a soda, it's not really that big of a deal, but this is only after 1 month. So this is just 1 month of something that I could buy to check off a list. Obviously, as I keep investing, I'm hoping that this will pay for a bill. Maybe it starts paying for like a water bill or trash, and I can check the boxes off. And really, that's how you reach financial independence. That's the whole goal here. And the goal of this channel here is to get people to invest. What I don't want is people to be 80 years old and they're forced to take a job at Walmart as a door greeter when they should be at home watching The Price is Right. So the whole point of this channel was just to get people to invest. Investing is actually pretty fun, especially when you get to do things like this. Like, you finally hit the goal, you get to go buy something. I think that's cool. You can see the compounding effects of investing your money. So please invest in something. I don't care what you invest in. Do your research on what you want to invest in. Just do something so you're not 80 years old and being forced to sit in the front of a Walmart with people that don't even want to look at you. You're just there because you didn't invest anything, man. You should be with your grandchildren doing something, but not spending 8 to 12 hours a day in the front of a dirty, disgusting Walmart. Social Security is probably not going to pay all your bills, and it's not going to be a comfortable living at all. So hopefully I'm achieving the goal here. Please invest. Please invest something. Please, for the love of God. All right, so now it's a new month. What are my plans going forward on this portfolio? So I kind of like to use this graph up here that shows me that obviously February, that's where I'm going to make the 318. And then as you get into the quarterly dividend, that's going to be way more. Right now I'm looking at 616. So what I want to do is invest back into my base, because that's going to show up in the March distribution. So we will invest back into the quarterly payment, and that'll also help me have a little bit more stability, because the base is again going to be SCHD and VOO. That's, to me, those are stable. Granted, you could have a stock market crash, but I'm not too worried about it. And this is a beginning portfolio anyway, so no issues there. So January was all about JEPQ to get me a monthly dividend. Now, as we're in February, I'm going to go back into investing in our quarterly dividend, which is our SCHD, as well as VOO. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, this dividend will be at least $10. $10 to me, that's good. That's like Starbucks coffee. That is, it's not quite like Chipotle burrito, but it's maybe some fast food if you get to $10. You know, it could be like a sandwich. I think you could probably get like a Chick-fil-A only the sandwich, maybe. I don't know. I have to look into it. But $10 is a good mental point for me to hit. I don't know if I'm going to hit that because I only have a month to get there. And the dividend percentage on SCHD and VOO are going to be much smaller than the 10% I'm getting from JEPQ, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. You'll have to tune back in the next video to see where I'm at with it. Let me know what you think about this so far, and as always, thank you for watching.